everybody, and welcome to Debate Masters. We're back at our 7:30 time, so it's nice to see you here a little bit later in the evening on this lovely Thursday. We have Brian back doing the tech with us this week.
I'm right here. Hi, guys. Hello.
Yeah. So if you're new to the show, or you just like a refresher, or I just like to talk, how this show works is I have two very funny comedians today who are going to debate your silly topics. I am going to have you in the audience pitch some topics. I got some off of Facebook earlier, and go ahead if you want to put in the comments at any time during the show, right now, in the next 5 minutes, the next 30 minutes. Go ahead and put in your suggestions for what you would like to hear debated. And once we get a topic, we'll do multiple rounds. Each debater will take turns picking what side of the debate they'd like to argue for. Then they'll each get 1 minute to argue their side of the debate. They will only get one side as well. Unfortunately, they can't argue both sides. But they'll each get a minute to argue their side, and then after that, they'll each get a 30-second rebuttal to try to sway your votes. Once both sides have been heard, it'll go back to the audience, and then you'll be able to put in the comments who you thought won that round. After several rounds, the debater with the most points wins. So without further jabbering from me today, I'm going to introduce our fabulous debaters. Our first debater tonight is Jazz. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jazz, and I am a teacher, so I'm a professional bullshit catcher.
Good.
Yes. And our second debater today is Charlie. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Charlie here, and I work in higher education, and I'm a Leo, obviously, but I won't go into too much detail, but I'm very happy to be debating a very, very formidable opponent here in Jazz. Thanks, Dana.
Yay. Okay. So this is going to be super fun. I'm excited. So let's go to the comments and see if we have any suggestions from our audience.
Suggestions of things to debate. Not yet, but now that they've been reminded, 30 seconds from now, there will be a flood of things coming in. So whatever you would like, Jazz, Charlie, to debate tonight, do it. You do have several people saying hello. Sarah says hi, Jazz. Kareen's calling you both hotties. Kareen says hi, Jazz. Let's see. Beck says hello, Brian and Dana. We're just checking in. That's what it's all about. Yeah, and Kareen said this has all the sweetest people I know in this show.
Aww.
So, also Ann Lee is here. She says hi to Jazz. Beck is very excited about both of you. Here we do have some suggestions. Is it Melina? She said midichlorian versus cytoplasm.
That's definitely mitochondria.
Mitochondria. Oh. I just climbed underneath my desk. I'm so embarrassed. I do need glasses, or I need to stop thinking about Star Wars. One of the two. So
the first one, never the second one.
Yeah, I know, right? So mitochondria versus chloroplast. That's it. So this is definitely for Jazz, is what I'm thinking. Let's see.
The first one's in people. The second one's in plants.
Let's see.
I think.
Yeah, chloroplast. I think that's a thing. Clifford versus Garfield. I think this is more in line with what I'm used to. Let's see. Curtains versus blinds. Whales versus snails. Siri versus Alexa. Bees versus butterflies. Hello versus hi or hey versus howdy. Ultimate chill factor. Hammocks versus pool floaty. Cilantro, yummy or Satan's weed? That's it. That's all the thing.
Ooh.
I'm going to sit back in my chair now because I actually went straight to the ground.
Okay. We always like to do some fun. We like to do lots of food ones and lots of animal ones. And I like to start something a little easier for the debaters to get warmed up. So this one's cute. Let's do bees versus butterflies. So you're going to do which one is better, bees versus butterflies. And how we're going to do this is we're going to do a very precise and professional rock, paper, scissors. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and then shoot. And then on shoot, you'll go ahead and pick your choice. And the winner gets to decide first what side they want to debate for. Okay, so let's prepare your okay, there we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it again. I can't tell if it's just delayed or...
It's always delayed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, shoot. Oh.
Tie.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay, Jazz coming with the scissors.
Got me there.
Okay, so Jazz, would you like to debate on behalf of bees or butterflies?
I will go on behalf of bees.
Okay, so Charlie, you get butterflies. So Jazz,
All right.
your 1 minute to debate about bees starts now.
So bees versus butterflies. Are you going for the letter? Are you going for the stick in your fridge? Butterfly. Obviously, the answer is bees. All the good things come from bees. You get flowers, you get almonds, you get honey. Bees are so amazing. They're flies that pretend to be them. So clearly, evidently, bees are the superior of the two. In addition, my final point here, bees are killers. Some people are allergic to bees. So I think bees here, the answer is clear. Logically, you go for the power, it's bees. Also, black and yellow look great together. You don't need that many colors, butterflies. I yield my time.
Nice. Okay, Charlie, and your 1 minute on behalf of butterflies starts now.
Thank you, Dana. And Jazz, you had some very good points there about bees. Yet, can you really imagine the world without butterflies? I mean, they're just so beautiful. My kids see them and they just chase them through meadows or wherever we happen to be. And bees, I'm allergic to bees. Not just me, but a lot of people. And butterflies don't kill. So I would say that butterflies are so much less harmful and more joyful than bees.
Okay. So Jazz, you're going to get a 30-second rebuttal, and that starts now.
Charlie, I hear you saying that bees are less harmful. Sorry, butterflies are less harmful than bees. However, we're not going for less harmful. We're going for what rules the world. And you said, what would happen if there wouldn't be butterflies? There'd be far fewer terrible tramp stamps. Thank you.
Okay, and Charlie, your rebuttal starts now.
It's a good point, Jazz. I thought it was best and not who wants to take over the world, but that's good to know. I would say that bees should not be taken lightly, and they make honey and everything, but really butterflies are what has inspired so much art and happy days and
That's time.
picnics throughout the years.
Okay. So that was our first debate of the night. So now it's time to go back to the audience and go ahead in the audience and put in the comments who you vote for. So who won our debate? Was it Jazz with bees or Charlie with butterflies?
Also, I'd just like to add that many of tattoos on the back of people have been inspired by butterflies also. I think that's important
Very
thing
true.
to take away tonight. Let's see, we have votes starting to come in. Rebecca says jazz. Beck says butterflies because I need happy days. Yep. Anne says jazz. Brian was just suggesting other things to debate about. Butterfly knife versus killer bees. Let's see. Charlie wins this one. Quan says bees. Bees for sure. Jazz. It takes a second.
Right.
Evan votes for Charlie this round. Butterflies because we do need some joy. Jazz because she's the bee's knees.
Oh.
Let's see. I vote Charlie because he's right. They do bring the kids a lot of joy. Let's see. I think that's it.
Oh,
I think that's all the votes in.
I will have to say that without butterflies, we wouldn't have the Very Hungry Caterpillar, which is my favorite little kitty book. It's
That's a
very
good one.
cute.
We had one more butterfly vote, by the way.
Okay, good, because we were tied.
Oh,
I didn't know what to do. I was stalling for time. Okay.
We will accept votes as long as they keep coming in.
That's true. Okay, yeah.
Wait, I just filed a lawsuit to exclude the last 3 votes just because I want them to be excluded.
Denied.
All right, fair enough.
I'm the judge around here.
I'm melting. I'm melting.
You get the really classy political commentary here.
Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about, Dana.
Okay, so that was a really great first debate. We were very close, but it looks like Charlie pulled this one out with that one last vote. So every vote counts.
Every vote counts.
Okay, so for our second topic, so the second one I came up either in a previous show or on a previous Facebook comment, and I keep writing it down like on my paper every week, and then it just never fits in, but I'm really excited about it, so we're going to do it this time. So the debate is going to be, which is better, ordering room service or going out to a restaurant? So if you're on vacation, do you get room service or do you order or go out to the restaurant? So Charlie, which one would you like to debate for?
I think I'll choose room service.
Okay, so Jazz, you're going to debate on behalf of restaurants. So Charlie, your 1 minute starts now.
Okay, folks, room service versus restaurants. I mean, especially during these times, we'd all like to go to a restaurant, but we can't. So be responsible and order room service. And also, when you order room service, it's a special thing. You usually remember it. You're treating yourself and maybe someone else. But I've been to a lot of restaurants and I can't remember them all. Room service is special. It's safe. And you can wear a robe if you want to and leave the dishes at the hall. I yield my time.
Okay. So Jazz, your 1 minute starts now.
The variety is the spice of life. And part of that means being able to choose where you want to be. Where do you want to go? And yes, I get it. Granted, it's COVID, but you can get takeout from a restaurant, right? We can also go outside and eat on a bench and socially distance, see friends. Now, I really think the deal with the restaurants, right? You get somebody bringing you food to your table. They will refill your glass of water. It's the ultimate luxury. And you can decide what you'd like. Consider this. Hotels may have a limited menu, but if you go out, you could have Mediterranean food, Thai food, you might have Japanese food, Korean food. No one hotel can do all those cuisines well. Thank you.
You know, one time I went on a business trip and I was too lazy to go out to a restaurant, so I ordered takeout and they gave me no utensils and it was Chinese food, so I made chopsticks out of coffee sticks.
Resourceful, very resourceful.
Yeah.
I just thought I would share that. Okay, so Charlie, your 30-second rebuttal starts now.
Well, in addition to Dana's story about being in a MacGyver situation with takeout food from a restaurant, I would say that Jazz also brought up a good point about refilling your water, but usually the water is already there in hotel rooms when you arrive, and you can just pick up the phone or yell down the hall if you need more. And at restaurants, they never give me quite enough ice, so I just like to have a machine a few doors down to refill that ice.
And that's time.
It does go fast.
Okay, Jazz, your rebuttal starts now.
Thank you. While I would agree with my opponent that potentially room service is a safer option, I would also advocate for a restaurant because although it's a little less safe, there is a lot more luxury involved. You get a glass cup instead of a plastic one, silverware, maybe even a white linen napkin to lay down in your lap. If you want to eat in your robe, you can. Those are social norms. You can definitely do that outside of your room if you want to.
And that's time. Ooh, I'm just going to wear a robe everywhere.
Yeah, I didn't know that was cool. That's great.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the audience now to see who won our debate. Was it Charlie with room service or Jazz with going to a restaurant? So go ahead and put it in the comments now who you thought won.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. I don't have any votes. I just wanted to read this. Missy said, Charlie choosing room service is exactly why Corinne has 4 kids. But it's spelled caffeine. Caffeine has 4 kids. And then she corrected herself and said Corinne. And then Corinne said, caffeine is just as good. And then Missy said, caffeine is my new name for you. That's it. There's just some things going back and forth. We were working it out during the debate.
I feel like caffeine is what you can call Corinne after you've caffeinated her, so she can take care of 4 kids.
You're like, are you feeling better now? Do you feel caffeine?
The funny thing is, she has a lot of energy naturally. So whenever she has coffee, or one time she had a 5-hour energy, like stayed up for 2 days. So don't spike her with caffeine. Now, a word to the wise.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Good to know. Ahmad says it's a tie. It's definitely a tie this time. Brian says he chooses butterflies. His delay is 20 minutes. It's so weird. I feel like Charlie's debater voice is also like Jeff Goldblum. Jennifer says jazz. Missy says restaurants. Let's see. Rebecca said she'd sit at a bench eating takeout with Jazz all day, so she votes with Jazz. Evan says Jazz. I do like variety. Melina says Jazz. Brian says Jazz because it reminds me of Yaz. Did I say that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Sarah votes Jazz because she enjoys having a variety of food at a restaurant, and I hate when my hotel room smells like food. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's variety is the spice of life. So Ann says Jazz. I'm gonna go with Jazz, but she did say sorry, Charlie, which is what everyone's been waiting for somebody to say since the beginning of the show. Sorry, Charlie. Let's see. Brian says he loves us, which is very nice. Thank you. One of these days, Brian works around the comedy spot, so one of these days we have to go track him down and go buy him a beer or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. That seems like all of our votes.
Okay. I think that one was. We had a clear winner with that one. So Jazz wins debate number 2. So we're all tied up.
Here we go. Boom, and her points. Just like that.
Okay. And just a reminder to the audience, if you have any more suggestions, go ahead and put them in the comments. Otherwise, I got a nice little list going here. So I like this one. So for our third debate, we're going to debate cilantro. Yes or no?
That's it? Just
Yes.
yes or no?
Oh, if you know about cilantro, you know it's a hot debate. Like, is cilantro good? Is it bad? That you know. Okay, so Jazz, it's gonna go back to you to pick a side. Are you pro cilantro or con cilantro?
I'll be pro cilantro. Thank you.
Okay, so Charlie, you're gonna be con cilantro. So Jazz, your 1 minute starts now.
Right, friends. I need you to look past your current tastes. Cilantro is a very divisive issue in this country. Some people are against it, some people are for it. I'm here to tell you the facts. Cilantro, your love for it is genetically based. You either like it or you don't, based on your DNA. And therefore, it's a really powerful tool. Is your father really your father? Does he like cilantro or does it taste like soap to him? Because if he likes it and it tastes like soap to you, something there doesn't match. So, really, Dr. Phil could just have a cilantro plant and his job would be a lot easier. I'm telling you, cilantro is the shortcut this country needs today. Thank you.
Okay. so Charlie, your 1 minute starts now.
Well, thank you, Jazz, for making a couple of my points up front. We're trying to come together, right? We all agree on that. But it sounded like we're trying to tear families apart right there, being on Dr. Phil. And as we know, cilantro tasting like soap is a genetic trait, and you should never order something for your father that tastes like soap, or anyone you know for that matter, and it gets stuck in your teeth. And it's, even though some people like it, it gets stuck in your teeth during a business meeting or something like that. You'll never forgive yourself for saying, no cilantro, please.
Okay. So Jazz, your rebuttal starts now.
Charlie, I am with you. I agree with my opponent here that the goal here is to bring our country and our people together. But that needs to happen under truth, not an illusion of contentedness. Nobody needs to pretend to like things that they don't like. That's what got us into this kind of mess in the first place, especially women. Stop pretending to cilantro if you don't, but recognize its value.
Okay. And Charlie, your rebuttal starts now.
Well, there's 10 dangerous side effects of cilantro according to Google. And I'm not looking at it right now, but quoting it from memory. And I would say that overconsumption of cilantro can take a toll on the liver and affect its activities badly. But thanks, Jazz. I agree on us all coming together.
And that's time. Okay, so we're going to go back to the audience and put in the comments who won our cilantro debate. Was it Jazz with pro cilantro or Charlie with con cilantro? I don't really know how I feel about cilantro because I only eat in guacamole, and it turns out that's what makes guacamole taste good.
Oh, really?
Or at least like not just like avocados.
Oh.
So I don't know how I feel about it. I'm torn.
If it adds any benefit, Dana, it's only working in your favor.
I believe in free choice of cilantro.
I do know that if you're going to keep it in your fridge, you should put the stems in a cup of water so that it stays fresh for longer. Or if you don't want it to stay fresh, throw it in the trash.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm good, dude. That's so much work for a garnish.
I make my own guacamole.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Mitochondria versus Mandalorian is a potential. Thank you for saving me. Let's see. Jennifer, she just says nasty shit. Nothing about the debate. She's just saying nasty shit. Let's see.
I feel like with this one, we got to remind people you're voting based on the debate skills and not your own personal preferences.
Yeah.
That never works, but I'm going to say it, especially now.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. We have some voting. So, Jazz, you pick up your first vote with the Dr. Phil connection. Charlie, you picked up your first vote for your impeccable memory for the win. We have Jazz, and then extra cilantro, and then guacamole needs green chili, not cilantro. Oh, well, okay. I have no idea what anybody's talking about.
I'm too sensitive. I can't eat chilies.
Let's see. Oh, so Brian's going to go for Charlie for the no cilantro in this factory for the win. Oh, I see what he's saying. Okay. Con cilantro. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Is your father really your father? Knockout. Jazz wins. Sarah votes for Jazz. Cilantro makes your food fresh AF. There you go. So there's your votes so far. Do you have a clear winner in this round?
This one's pretty close, but we've got it's one vote right now.
Ann says pro cilantro.
Okay.
Jennifer says Charlie.
Okay. Those two cancel each other out, so we're still one. It's still a one vote round.
Okay.
I think we're gonna call it. The polls are closed.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So this one was really close.
Oh wait, Becca says cilantro.
I don't know if that's a vote or just mentioning what we're talking about.
No, I think it's a vote.
Okay.
Does it get complicated if it's a vote?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so the winner of our cilantro debate was Jazz.
Yeah, there you go.
That one was very close.
Touche.
Well done, Charlie.
I think it was the dad comment that put you over the edge. Yeah, no, Becca was even like, no, I'm voting for Jazz.
Thanks, Becca.
Okay, so just again, a reminder to the audience, if you have any topic ideas, go ahead and put them in the comments. This is the point in the show where we get a little bit broader. So for our next topic, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna give you a topic, and you're gonna get to pick something within that topic yourself. So instead of just doing an either or, so I'll give you like a general topic, and Charlie gets to pick first this round, and then Jazz will pick anything but what Charlie picked within this topic. So I pulled this one from Facebook comments and tweaked it a little bit. So you're about to get in a fight. Which fictional captain do you pick to win your fight? So you need to pick someone whose name, their character name, has captain in it, and they're fictional, and they're gonna fight. So Charlie, which fictional captain are you putting in your fight?
I think I'll have to go with Captain Jack Sparrow.
Okay. And Jazz, which fictional captain are you gonna throw into this fight?
I will pick Captain Hook.
Oh, nice. I mean, I'd pick Captain America because that ass, but you know.
Jeez.
I mean, okay. Charlie, you're.
Wait, I get to weigh in on this too. If you're gonna talk about Captain America's butt, I would pick Captain Morgan because there's no better fighter than a really drunk pirate.
Okay, so now for the real debate.
Yeah, sorry.
So Charlie, your 1 minute starts now.
Okay, Captain Jack Sparrow, you know, he never really loses a fight. He might be temporarily captured or something like that, but he always finds a way out of it. I mean, I heard there's more of these coming out. So Captain Jack Sparrow just is a swashbuckling, charismatic, kind of talks like Keith Richards. So I mean, that's fun, right? And he's just fun guy to be around, or to capture, or to watch get out of any situation and fight ghosts and everything like that. And he can handle his rum.
Nice. Okay, and Jazz, your 1 minute starts now.
Thank you. So Captain Hook is from the land where dreams come true. And if there's one thing that this world needs more of, it's more childhood dreams coming true. So that idea of Peter Pan, that land of Tinkerbell and Wendy and the Lost Boys, right? That's a beautiful place. There's probably butterflies and bees and harmony. So when you think about Captain Hook, I urge you to think about any adult in your life who's a little bit sad and kind of holds those dreams that didn't come true, because that's what Captain Hook had to deal with, and he persevered. And that perseverance is exactly what we need.
Nice. Okay, and Charlie, your rebuttal starts now.
That was very touching. I caught the emoting there at the end, but I would say that, Captain Hook, the land is where from the land where dreams come true. It's really Never Never Land, and there's a reason she didn't say that because of the connotation today, but we won't think about that. But Captain Hook got eaten by an alligator, or a crocodile actually, and he lost at the end. So I think Jazz would much rather have you
That's time.
get back. I really need to set my timer here. I was just saying she's arguing for Peter Pan, not Captain Hook.
Wow, got it in.
Okay, so Jazz, your rebuttal starts now.
So while Captain Hook was eaten by a crocodile, Captain Jack Sparrow was eaten by a kraken. And the reason he came back to life is because Disney loves to take your money. So we don't need 5 movies of Jack Sparrow. One solid Peter Pan with a Captain Hook, the ideal villain who dies a noble death. There's purity in that.
I mean, it depends. Are you going like Hook, Captain Hook? Because I'm not a fan, but if you're going like the one where Jason Isaacs is Captain Hook, then sign me up.
That one, Dana. Always the hotter Captain Hook.
Always the hot one.
Badass, right?
Okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go
Sorry.
back to our audience and have you vote on who won our captain fight. Was it Charlie with Captain Jack Sparrow, or was it Jazz with Captain Hook?
I'm learning a lot tonight. That's what's important. Wait, Sarah was like, huh? What? Question mark? I don't know where that came in the conversation. It's hard because of the delay sometimes, but she was confused about something. Corrine also knew that you were going to bring up the other Captain Hook. Let's see.
I'm a big Peter Pan fan. I'm here for it. Or you get Captain Hook from Once Upon a Time. That's where he really gets hot.
I have not seen that.
Oh, you should watch it.
Oh, well, I'll Google it while we're in our break here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. We have votes.
Okay.
Oh, man, I really need to get classes. Let's see. Wait, the Lost Boys in Neverland was children. The Lost Boys in Neverland was children who had died. Well, Sarah, way to bring down the temperature of the room. Is that
I
true?
don't think that's. I don't know if that's true.
I feel terrible now. Okay, well, we've learned stuff, guys. We've learned stuff. Brian says Jazz. Wait, I vote Yaz Montana. I'm going to say that's Jazz. We'll have him clarify.
I'll take it.
Okay. Beck says Jack Sparrow. Whitney says Jazz. Becca says Jazz. We don't need 5 renditions of the same plot.
Clearly, you've never seen as many Peter Pan movies as I have.
Yeah, but those are just like, okay. All right.
It's a remake versus a sequel, though.
Melina says she's got to vote for Charlie this round. Oh, yeah, and then Sarah says no. It was emotionally moved by Jazz's argument. Got it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Simba says, nope, sorry, tie again. Let's see. Charlie, because he pulled out the impression. Let's see. Charlie gets my vote. I vote for Charlie. That's it so far. I'm on top of it.
Nice.
Was that the door that just shut here at the comedy spot?
I hope not.
We're all gonna die.
You know,
Can you just keep an eye out for the door as
Yes.
we go along?
You know, I did have a thought, like, there are versions of Captain Hook where he can replace his hook, and I'm just wondering, like, what else could he put on his hook that might be more fun?
Like a turkey sandwich.
Yeah! Or, you know, other things, like a loofah, like in the shower.
Backcrackers? Amazing.
What about one of those little things you can get stuff off the top shelf?
Yeah!
Yeah.
A little, like, massager, you know, all sorts of fun stuff. Oh, it's just
Go,
Chris.
go, go.
Oh, it's great. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I forgot you were coming here. Oh, I thought we were all dead. Everything's fine.
So if Brian and I disappear, it was Chris Emery.
Well, no, don't say that. Why would anyone else hear it? We kidnapped you guys.
Get in here and say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, Jazz is kicking butt, huh?
Yeah. Sounds good
I could
job.
have predicted that.
Well, actually, Charlie won that last round.
Oh.
we
We're all
tied?
tied up.
Is it all tied up?
Shoot. I spoke too soon.
Oh,
Okay,
shite.
get back to the show.
Okay.
You say I put on my glasses to look more
You know, I have
formidable.
to say, Charlie, I was going to choose Captain Jack Sparrow, so you would have gotten my vote as well. That's why I went with Captain Hook. It's the only other pirate I could think of.
I love that you
That's
both went
very nice.
pirates, though.
I do like the Pirates, yeah.
Okay.
Corrine said, ooh, suck it, Chris, suck it. The lost children were orphans.
That along with you.
Yeah, I know. When is she due? When is Corrine due? I keep forgetting.
Mid-January, so we still
Mid-January,
got a
that's
month
right.
left. Maybe.
Because every time you guys say that, I say, hold it in until my birthday on the 24th. And Corrine says, no, that seems like a terrible idea. Okay, I'm done. Keep going with the show.
Okay, so we have one more debate.
One more debate.
And so how I like to do this last round these days is I'm going to do another general topic, but what I'm going to do is you get to pick what your opponent is going to debate for.
Ooh.
So you can either be super nice and pick something that's easy and fun, or you can be super mean and pick something that's ridiculous that wouldn't really win in the real world. So we do need a topic. I'm trying to think of, we didn't have anything particularly, because we just did superhero. Like,
I'm trying to go back and give you options here. I don't remember any topics at all.
want something super juicy.
Some super juicy. Let's see. Nope, I can't find
Okay.
anything.
I'm a little bit inspired by Chris showing up and not murdering us. Yet. That's what he says. So let's go with the best surprise. Like, what's the best way to surprise someone? So Jazz gets to pick first this time. So you get to pick what Charlie is going to debate for as the best surprise. What is the best surprise or way to surprise someone?
Hey, Charlie, you will be debating showing up at their workplace.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
And Charlie, what is Jazz going to be debating on behalf of?
I think I will say, Jazz, you will be debating hiding under someone's bed and jumping out to surprise them.
Yes, okay.
Oh, these are terrible.
Okay.
So good. So good.
Okay, so Jazz, you'll get 1 minute to debate for hiding under somebody's bed. And your 1 minute starts now.
So 2020 has been a year of surprises. At this point, you expect the unexpected. Where, the only thing we haven't gotten are aliens. You know what else we haven't gotten? A birthday party where your best friends jump out from underneath the bed. And everyone's been super safe and tested negative, and all of a sudden, you have all of your favorite people in the same place. And that's exactly why the best surprises come from underneath your bed. There aren't. Oh, sorry. Not underneath your bread, underneath your bed. I misspoke. So when you grew up, right, you thought there were monsters under your bed. Turns out, no, it's just wonder and friends. And it's incredible because your friends can even fit down there because there's stairways to a secret basement where y'all are going to have an amazing party.
That's the death place. That's the death place. That's where you kill the people.
Ryan, you're not doing me any favors
sorry.
here.
It's where dreams come true.
Oh, man.
Okay, so Charlie, in our best way to surprise someone, you have 1 minute for workplace starting now.
Hey, what is the best place to be surprised? I would say work. I mean, every day is so monotonous and, in a cubicle or wherever you may work, really. And sometimes your coworkers don't think you have a life outside of work. What better way to surprise someone than to show up where they work, where their boss and all their friends can see them? No matter what you have to tell them, you could tell them at work, and people will be talking about it for a long time.
I was just thinking about what kind of work you might have to where both of these would be the same place. Sorry. Okay, so Jazz, your 30-second rebuttal starts now.
Thank you. My opponent raises a great point. If you want to become news, have that birthday party at work. I'm all for it. It makes complete sense. You'll be the gossip of the town for a long, long time. But if you're like me, you might like to have some fun that you don't necessarily need to be known at work. And therefore, have the party in the safety and the comfort of your home with all of your safe and healthy friends.
Nice. Okay, so Charlie, your rebuttal starts now.
There can be certain situations where popping out of the bed and work are at the same place, but let's not go there now. I'll let your mind run wild with that later. But I would say that only serial killers pop out from under the bed.
Okay.
Charlie, what are you implying about me? I'm a serial killer. I am for bees, but I am not a killer, I assure you.
No.
Jazz has definitely killed someone. I don't know.
Don't respond to that, Jazz. Anything said on this show is comedy.
Oh man,
I withdraw my rebuttal.
You are so dead.
I clearly need to put more things under my bed so no one jumps out under there.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm 45 and I'm still horrified by that little clown from The Exorcist. Is it no, not The Exorcist. Poltergeist.
No.
Is it Poltergeist?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh shit. Charlie, you know what I'm talking about? The clown from Poltergeist? Forget it. I give up.
Or is it from Poltergeist?
I think it was from Poltergeist. It was like a big clown and its arms got really big and like drug them underneath the bed. It was terrible. No matter what, it was terrible. And I can see that I'm really connecting to the audience at this point. So fantastic.
All that's under my bed are dust bunnies and now apparently friends.
Okay. And people.
The Lost Boys. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the audience for
sorry,
our last vote before we sway all the votes with our banter.
I know.
Who won our best way to surprise someone? Was it Jazz under the bed or Charlie in the workplace? So go ahead and put your votes in the comments. This is the one for all the marbles.
All right, here we go. Corrine says she's going with Charlie this time. Then we had a vote for Jazz. Another vote for Jazz. That's it. There we go. Yeah, Beck says Jazz. Yeah, Missy knows what I'm talking about. Thank goodness there's one person out there that's vibing with me. Jazz killed this one. And people. Whitney votes for Jazz. Melina votes for Jazz. I'm trying to get my phone to put Jazz instead of Jason. Oh yeah, Beck voted for Jazz, not for Jason, because up at the top she put Jason, but I ignored it because I had no idea what she was talking about. Chris Emery votes for Jazz. Let's see. Surprise party in the basement below Jazz's bed. Let's watch scary movies. Becca votes for Jazz. Jazz-inspired surprises. So I guess Jazz vote. Jazz vote. Jazz vote. Charlie gave her the best premise from the get-go. So what's the final vote?
These are pretty close. Are we waiting for some mail-ins? Yeah, we have a peaceful Saturday, I hear.
Grace's like, let me sign the kids up for social media right now.
Never too early to start your kids on social media.
That was a super fun topic, but Jazz definitely pulled the votes in on this one.
It was close one.
It was a close one. It was a close one.
I like neither of those ideas. Don't sneak into my house and don't come to my workplace, which is also my house.
Yeah. Yeah, either way, I'm freaked out.
Right.
Yeah, through the front door, under the bed, I'm freaked out.
My kitchen is very close to the front door, and I have sharp knives.
Noted. I'll come through.
Yeah.
Because I saw Cutco for a weekend once.
By the way, if you put in clown and P-O into Google, it says clown poltergeist. It knows what I'm talking about, by the way.
Everybody watch it. We're going to come back and have this debate.
If you could, that would be nice, because then I won't feel like I'm alone on this.
I'll put on the list of all of the scary movies that were like around when I was too young or not born.
Okay. All right, Dana. All right, with your smart ass comments.
I just mean I like scary movies and I've missed a few.
No, that's not what it was. All right, fine.
Okay, so after 5 rounds, we had some really close ones, but Jazz came out with 3 points. No, clowns! No.
See, it's frightening.
Oh, Brian.
Jazz was about to like give a victory speech
Oh,
when he
sorry.
showed us the scary clown.
I'll switch to her camera. Here we go, victory speech.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out and watching. Thank you, Charlie. You were a formidable opponent, and I wish I had your voice.
Okay, and that's the end of our
No
show.
concession speech. We don't do that anymore.
Oh, yeah, concessions.
Oh yeah, do it.
Oh, I thought those were faux pas. No, I was just gonna say real quick that Jazz, you're the best, and I was really hoping I could come close, and I did. And you're such a nice person, but I should have known that you'd be bringing your killer bee, and you're good. You're damn good.
Thank you, Charlie.
That's a good confession speech.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
The best.
I'm touched.
You are.
Okay. So I want to say a big thank you to Jazz and Charlie for joining us today. You both were fantastic. This was super fun and so nice and sweet. I love it. Thank
Me
you,
too.
Brian, for doing the tech,
Yeah.
for being back with us today on a Thursday. And thank you, everybody, again in the audience for always pitching us your topics and putting your comments and your votes in the chat and in the comic boxes. You help make this great. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, and have a great rest of your week.
Bye, everyone. See you later.
Bye.